Hi there, Namaste Yogis. Today you'll need a Pilates ring if you have it. If you don't have it, you can use a block or a small playground ball, or maybe just a small set of weights to do some of the pulses that we're doing. If you don't have any of those, it's not a big deal. You can still do this sequence. We don't really need a wall or a bar or a chair or weights or anything else today. But if you feel like you're a little imbalanced today or feeling unstable and you need to have access to a wall, then make sure you have access to a wall or a chair or something. So we're starting today in child's pose for our warm-up. So bring your big toes to kiss and your knees apart, and settle your hips back on your heels. If that's too much, bring your hips over your knees instead for a puppy pose. So make the choice that serves you. Soften yourself down into the earth and connect to your breath. Begin to shift forward into some type of table, maybe allowing your heart to lift, and shift your hips back towards child or puppy again. Shift forward into that table shape and shift back again into puppy or child. Shift forward and shift back. Bring yourself forward to hands and knees and step your right foot forward to lunge, and we'll start with a little wiggly Hanuman to lunge here. Bend and stretch. If you have yoga blocks or access to those, you can use those. You can bring your hands to your waist. You can reach down to the earth, whatever makes sense and supports you today. And then bend into that knee, lift that long leg, and begin to bend and stretch that leg. Back leg, front leg. Just get those hips and hamstrings moving. And then either jump switch or step switch, whatever makes sense, and step back through the right leg, drop your right knee, coming into low lunge. Hanuman, pop those toes, and again, find that little shift back and forth, using blocks or hands on the waist or hands on the floor. Good to feel a little movement today. And then bringing your hands down, lift that back knee, and start to lengthen and bend the front leg, maybe the back leg, just getting your hips and hamstrings moving and shifting. And step yourself forward, forward bend. We'll take a big breath to rise up, stretch up, arms and heart up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Coming all the way down to the belly, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Step yourself back to a plank and bring yourself down, knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga to the earth. Grab that ring and place it in front of you. If you don't have a ring, again, you can use a block or a playground ball or something like that, or nothing at all. Lengthen back through your legs, press into the edges of the ring if you have it, and begin to lift and lower into a locust pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and lower. 3. Little presses into the edge of the ring to activate your arms. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. Pass the ring behind your back. Little presses, tricep activation. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it right there. Press. And lower it down. Keep the ring. Bring yourself onto your back now. And again, if you don't have the ring, you can use a yoga block between your legs. Otherwise, bring the ring between your legs, big toes kiss. Interlace your hands at your low back. Take a breath here. Begin to lift and lower. Here's 3, 4. Pay attention to your low belly. Really hug it down towards the earth. 6, 7, 8. Squeeze into the ring. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little hug of the ring. Lift and bring your elbows in, ring towards the chest. Slowly lower, tap your toes. Bring everything in. Here's 2. Lower it down, 2. Bring it in, 3. Lower it down, 3. Bring it in, 4. And lower it down, 4. Here's 5. Lower. 6. Lower. 7. And 8. Lower it down. Release the ring. Coming on up to stand. Starting to move towards arms now. Take the ring, float it up and above your head. If you don't have the ring, you can use tiny weights to pulse. Maybe a block and pulse into that. Feet are hip width and parallel. And begin with a little press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax those shoulders. Take it over your head. Extend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it for a side bend. Bend your knees. Stretch to the left. Bend. Keep it to the left. Little pulses every time on that ring or on your block or your playground ball or some tiny little weights. 6, 7, 8. Bring it to center for a 4 count. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it to the right now for 8. Little presses. 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center for a 4 count. 4. Little squeeze every time. 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring the ring down and wiggle your arms out. Those tiny little presses take a lot out of your arms. Bring the left rib or elbow in towards the left ribs. Right hand on top of the ring. Bottom hand pushes up. Top hand stabilizes. So the top hand doesn't go anywhere. We're working that left bicep. Push up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend, extend forward. Bend, extend. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going to 12, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Switch it up now. Bring the right elbow to the right ribs. Left hand is your stable hand. Right hand is the pulsing hand. So we're getting into those right biceps. Pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more set of 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Here's 3. We're going to 12 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Bring it behind the back. Pulses, working triceps now. Soften your knees, bend your knees, chest forward, thighs wide, tailbone slightly up. Stretch your arms back, roll your shoulders back. Press in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we bend, extend, bend, extend. Bend the elbows and the knees, bend, extend. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Little pulses every time. Hold your chair, pulsing down and lift. And 2, 3, 4. The tiniest pulse makes a huge difference. It's really challenging. 7, 8. Coming back to the pulse. Come up a little higher in your chair. 5, 6, 7. Back to the bend and extend. Bend your elbows and knees. Extend. Bend, extend. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold here, lift and lower. Here's 2, 3. Nice deep chair. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job. Let the ring go for now. Roll your shoulders out a few times. We'll come back for glutes and quads. If you have any need for a surface to hang on to, make sure you place yourself next to that. If you need to pause me for a moment, pause me, and we'll meet you right back here on the mat. Right back here on the mat, if you have a wall or some type of surface that you need to lean into, by all means, position yourself there. Otherwise, we'll just try to use our core to hold ourselves where we need to be. So we'll start with our feet in Tadasana, slightly turn those left toes out, and we'll take a little arabesque in the right leg back. Hands apart, hands at the hips. Either one will do. So taking that leg back, you have the option to tap your toes, or the option to just hover your foot with your foot flexed. Bringing it in, into, and back, into. That's the whole movement. Now, if you need a wall or something to stabilize yourself, do it. Or tap your toes as you come back. Bring it in and back. Here's 4, back. Keep your focus, core strong. Here's 6. Every time you lengthen back through that leg, squeeze and engage. 7, and back. Here's 8. And back. Little pulses now. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap wide, extend. Tap wide, extend. Turning a little bit here so you can see me. Tap wide, extend. Again, if you need to hang on to something, position yourself where you can hang on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it back for the pulse. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Give your legs a little shake, and we'll switch sides. So stepping into Tadasana, slightly turn those right toes out, and arabesque your left leg. Again, hands to the waist to heart, or hang on to some type of surface for balance. Use your core. Use your focal point to stay steady. Begin to draw that knee in and kick it back. Ooh, I might need something too. Kick back. Again, you always have that option to tap those toes as you come back. Squeeze and extend as you reach your leg back. Here's 5. Going slow today. 6. Back. Here's 7. Back. Squeeze. 8. And back. Little pulses now for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap wide and back. Turning so you can see. Tap wide, kick back. Flex it back. Here's 5. Flex. 6. Flex. 7. Flex. And 8. Flex. Another pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it back to center. Shake your legs. We'll do a little side lunge now for 2 counts. Hold and lift for 2 counts. Side lunge, pulse 2, hold, pulse 2. Side lunge, and hold. Really squeeze this leg in, working those inner thighs a bit here. Squeeze. Bring it wide, and squeeze. Wide. Need a little bit of core here to support, right? wide, squeeze it in. We've got 2 more here. Wide, squeeze it in. Last one, wide, and hug it in. Let's take it to the second side. Moving wide to a lunge and hug it in. Move wide to the lunge and hug it in. Wide and in. Wide and in. 4 more here. 4, squeeze, 3, squeeze, gotta keep your focus on your core, 2, last one, and squeeze it in. Nice job, give your legs a little wiggle. Coming into a mermaid position, attitude, begin to start in a first position, a really soft first position, so the right toes are turned slightly in. Tap your left toes forward. Externally rotate that left hip a little bit. Bend your knee. Begin to lift and lower this leg. Again, hands to the hips, hands to the heart, or use up something to steady you. Lift and lower. 2, we're going nice and slow, working those inner thighs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going to 12 here. Here's 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold it up, 12 pulses now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. My inner thighs and my quads are on fire there. So give your legs a little wiggle, and we'll switch sides. So again, coming to that narrow, soft first position, left toes turn slightly out. Tap the right toes forward. Externally rotate that thigh a little bit, and bend your knee for attitude. Hands to heart or hands to hips. We lift and lower. Here's 2. 3, we're going to 12. 4, find that focal point on the ground or something ahead of you that's not moving. 7, 8, we've got 4 more here. 9, 10, 11, 12, holding it up, 12 pulses. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, give it a little shake. Getting into some cardio now. So we're going to do a little double bounce and a wide squat. So keep working those inner thighs here. So our double bounce, wide squat, hands come apart. Double bounce, wide squat. Double bounce, wide squat. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more set of 8. Now, if the bounce annoys you, step in and out instead, right? Rather than doing the double bounce. 5, 6, 7, hold it low this time. Pulse it 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more set. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 8 more double bounce or step bounce. Woo! Wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulse 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn your toes, interlace behind you, bow. And maybe find a little stand up here. Maybe a little wiggle, side lunges again. Wrap your hands down to the floor, shake your head out. Lift up to a flat back and all the way up to stand. We're coming down to table now. So bring yourself to a table. We'll start with a hydrant. So I'll turn a little bit so you can see. We'll lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower. Here's 3, 4, control the movement. Don't just fling your leg. 6, 7, 8. Here's a lift and an extension, so kick it back. 2, kick it back. 3, kick back. 4, kick back. Here's 5. Control your core, hug it in. Kick it back. Here's 7. Kick it back. And 8. Kick it back. Now an option here, you can skip the ring if you have it. If you have a little playground ball, you can tuck it behind your knee. I'm going to use my ring, hooking it behind my ankle and underneath my glutes. And then I'm going to point those right toes to keep the ring there. A little lift and lower, not a big movement. 2, 3, going to 12, 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. You can also come down with forearms for this portion. I should have said that earlier. 11 and 12. Squeeze and lower. Remove the ring, and we'll do the other side. And this will be the end of glutes and thighs, thank goodness, right? So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, we'll hydrant up and lower. 2, 3, 4. Getting that thigh as high as it'll go without losing the alignment in the rest of your body. Add the extension now. Lift, extend, lift, extend. Here's 3. I'm really squeezing that leg back. 4, extend. 5, extend. 6. Here's 7. Squeeze it back. And 8. Squeeze it back. Again, you can use the ring. You can use a ball. My right knee is cranky, so I'm going to pat it. Bring that ring either to the back of the heel and underneath your butt, or bring that ball behind your knee. I'm going to point my toes to hold my ring there. And a little lift. It's not as big of a movement here. Lower. Here's 2. Now here's the ring, right? You can fling out and name somebody. 4. It's happened. 6, 7, 8. We're going to 12 if my ring makes it. It's sliding. 10, 11, 12. Squeeze. And lower. Let go of your ring. Find a child's pose. Stretch your arms forward, your hips back. Maybe puppy serves you better. Come into your breath here. From your forearms now, find table and a few rounds of cat and cow. Curl and open. Find a downward facing dog, curl your toes, lift your seat, bend and stretch your knees from here. Begin to slowly tiptoe your feet up to your hands or your hands to your feet. Find your forward bend, shake it out. Hands come up to the waist, elbows high, and rise up to stand. Stretch your arms up and fold your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me for this happy hour at the Barre, happy half hour at the Barre. There is a Barre practice, flow practice that goes with this Barre that will be posted from December 5th, 2020. So if you have the time, check